Greetings to you all. This is Niaz Ahmed, Department of Biochemistry, Sacred Heart College, Tirupattur, Tamil Nadu. This is my official email address. You can note down it for your doubts and clarification after completing the class. On behalf of the Association of Indian Biologists, I was directed to engage the classes for pharmacognosy, definition and history. This is not a new term. These are all the already existing historical term. In previous, our forefathers, based on their trial and error grasswork method, various plants they are used. While searching for food, they have been used whatever the food material is edible, they take for their growth and development. Some of the food material are plant, they feel that it is deadliest, means they named it as a poisonous food. Some plant leaves or vegetables they take, it creates diarrhea, means they named it as a constipational agent. It causes vomiting, means vomiting agent. And there is some plant which leads to death, they named it as a poisonous plant. Based on the plants, they named signature of nature. Some of the plant resembles like the organ structure. For example, horse tail plant resemble like cartilage. This kind of plant they named as take care about the bone development. Some of the brain like leaf, if they seen, it has its own medicinal activity used for the memory loss, etc. If some plant root resembles an entire body, means that they take as a tonic for growth and development of their useful during our ancient days. Self-medication was a encouraging term at that time. They take some plant if the animal eats. If the animal ignore the plant, the human also not use that plant. Most of the plants was discovered as a medicinal plant as a accidental discovery. It is unexpected discovery. Now we can enter into the class with the PowerPoint presentation. Pharmacognosy, it is a word coined as a branch of pharmacy which deals with the basic resources available as medicine from plant and animal resource. This pharmacognosy word arises from Greek words pharmakon and gnosis. Pharmakon means drug, gnosis means knowledge. So knowledge of drugs can be derived with the help of a scientific term pharmacognosy. So it includes the various phytochemical and medicinal compound isolated or available inside plant as well as animal kingdom. The pharmacognosy, the word first derived by the Seidler in the year of 1815. While we are collecting the literature, Schimmel in the year of 1811 in the Vienna also discuss about the pharmacognosy. Most of the crude drugs which is isolated from either plant or animal kingdom, but most of the drug from plant, small number of drugs has been isolated from the animal kingdom. In practice, entire plant or leaf or parts or rhizome or bark can be taken as a medicinal plant. In few cases, lemon and orange peels taken as a dried material. All the other things we take as a wet condition, it is said to be the plant extract. Aloe vera or aloe is a dried juice leaves, aloe species. Most of the plant exudates, for example, gums, resins and balsams also used as a crude drugs. Some of the drugs can be obtained from entire animals. Glandular products like thyroid organ, which is extracted from the liver extract of goat, sheep and chicken like animals. Fish liver oil is already documented for its various medicinal activity. Some of the drugs are organized or unorganized. What is meant by organized drug and what is meant by another term unorganized drug means organized drugs are direct parts of the plants which contain the plant organ from the tissues and cells. Unorganized drugs are nothing but which is exudate, secondary metabolic product which is not required for the plant growth and development. Aloe, opium, gums and resins you called as exudates are unorganized drugs. In this particular unit, we are going to know something about the history of the pharmacognosy. While we are talking about the history, we already said in the introduction, there are our forefathers used various plants as a trial and error method and a signature of nature strategy. The ancient man ate random kind of plants. If it is good for their health, they take is a good plant. If it is harmful to him, he termed as a poisonous plant. No harmful effect causing plant, they named as a edible material. They are considered as some of the plants which is disturbing them, causing diarrhea and vomiting, they called as a inedible plant. If you see the legendary Chinese pharmacy Shen Nung Emperor, he was a documented various plant for the medicinal activity. He is from the China. Another in Egypt, it plays a vital role with the medical documents from the year 1550 before Christ. They have been documented 800 prescriptions with 700 drugs. The Kahun medical papyrus is the oldest. It comes from 19th century before Christ. Deals with health of women including birthing instruction. In Indian knowledge of medicinal plants, it is very old. Before Christ, from 3500 to 1500 before the time of Christ, has been documented Ayurveda. If you take the Ayurveda, writings can be divided into Charaka Samhita, Susrata Samhita, Astanga, Hirdayan, Samhita, that we are going to discuss in detail while we are talking about the Ayush, Ayurvedic, Yoga and Naturopathy, Inani, Siddha and Homeopathy. Ayur means life and Veda means study of origin of term, that we are going to discuss in detail in the next subsequent class. If you take the history of the ancient times, pharmacognosy was developed in China as well as Egypt country. Most of the aged people in their own places, they formulated some plant extract based on trial and error method. They get succeed for various ailments and diseases. Egyptians plays the vital role and organized way of formulating the drugs during the period of 1550 BC. As per the Hippocrates documentation, he was termed as father of medicine. During his lifespan, he did sufficient role for the herbal technology during the starting period. Discovered in the year of 40 to 80 AD, 600 medicinal plants has been documented. Greek scientists plays the vital role. As per the available literature, Hippocrates referred as the father of medicine for his famous oath, which is even now administered by 2 doctors. Aristotle did the sufficient role during his contribution in the animal kingdom. His student Theophrastus worked sufficient role in plant kingdom. Even up to the beginning of 20th century, pharmacognosy was developed a lot with history, commerce, collection and preparation and storage of medicinal plant. In the year of 1934 to 1960, modern pharmacognosy sufficiently took its place with chemistry, biochemistry, biosynthesis, pharmacology and modern methods including analytical chemistry and chromatography techniques of providing the background of that particular plant with whatever the phytochemical which is present in the plant and what is the role of the phytochemical for the treatment of particular disease. By using the various analytical techniques, various scientists documented how the plant worked inside of the body. The substance from the plant were isolated and elucidated its pharmacological activity based on its constituents that you used to call as phytochemicals. There are 4 different important events plays a significant role in the pharmacognosy. First one is 1928, William Fleming plays the important role by isolating the penicillin. It is also unexpected accidental discovery. Raspaparin from Rua Wolfa root gives the another impact about the growth in the herbal technology field. Isolation of Vinca alkaloids. Alkaloids are said to be the phytochemicals which are used for the treatment of leukemia. Steroid hormones from like progesterone isolated from plant extract plays the vital role in the therapy. These 4 different historical events termed as antibiotic age. Beside penicillin, some other streptomycin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline and several other antibiotics also studied. With this short introduction behind the pharmacognosy, I am going to complete the class. In our next class, we are going to discuss about what are the Indian medicinal system which includes the Ayush. Thank you. Have a happy learning.